This is a really big silver maple. Are we gonna work on this silver maple?
I'm gonna cut it down. No, we're gonna put a cable in it. So this is, yeah, it's really big. You can see at the bottom here, there's some, it's kind of separating. There are two giant leads that are separating about 5 feet up from the ground. So we're gonna put a cable, actually 2 cables up high in the tree, 2 steel cables. So basically this process looks like we are going to use our winch here, our GRCS, to put a rope up into one side and then over to the other side. We're gonna suck a bunch of tension through so that the 2 sides of the tree do this, kind of get sucked toward each other a little bit, and then we're going to drill a hole through the trunk of the tree on either side, put a steel cable through each of those holes, put a stopper, some stopper hardware on each side of it, so that the cable is like as tight as we can get it by hand, but it's going to be pretty floppy. Then we're going to let out all of the tension on the GRCS, which will allow those 2 branches to separate a little bit more, and that will make the steel cable very tight. This is not a permanent solution, and the homeowner knows that. Everything dies. That's how it goes. Every tree will die at some point. You can't keep them alive forever with a steel cable. But they like the tree a lot, and this will give them another, some number of years out of the tree that they would not have gotten otherwise. These cables can hold many, many thousands of pounds, so they just help to prevent the tree from splitting at the base, basically, and keeping the 2 halves of it a little more together. And so we're going to do that twice. We're going to install a cable basically like from one lead to the other, and then from a different lead to a different other. So there'll be 2 cables up there, and that's it. I'm installing a pulley over here, and I'll be ready for a rope in, well, whenever you're ready. Try injecting it 5 times. It certainly is. I can't see where this rope is going. Is it gonna make a straight line to Benny? The part that I'm letting down. That side is gonna go to Benny eventually. The cable is gonna go basically right where the pulley is.
The second one?
What?
The first one's going there.
Yeah.
But the second one?
Yeah, the second one will go lower down. Probably right about where I am now. Not much lower. And this side goes to the GRC. Benny, you have to climb up to tie the rope on. I guess that's just the next thing that's gotta happen. Are you in a comfortable spot? You really want to find somewhere that both of your feet can stand on something. You're going to be there for a while, and you're going to regret it in half an hour if you didn't find a good spot. All right, and then whenever you're ready for the rope, you can have it. You'll need to send your climb line down on the correct path. Okay. Go ahead and start cranking. Gavin, I want you to tell us when this starts to move together, because you're going to have the best view of it. Go ahead, Elliot. I feel it. Benny, touch the rope. Is it tense?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's probably good then. Gavin, did it move?
I'm using the branches around you as a reference, which is probably not a good idea because they're moving with you. I didn't see it, nothing major.
While we're waiting, Elliot, here's the drill. Then you're gonna have to send it to Benny. You can go up to Benny, and then Elliot, you can cut me some cable. And the measuring is gonna be really difficult. I think probably just guess. Lay the wire out under, try to put it directly under Benny, directly over to me, add 10 feet, cut it. That's about as tight as we can make that.
You made this thing so heavy. Want me to start drilling?
You can, yes. Again, just try to make it a perfectly straight line. Here's mine.
Yeah. So ridiculous. You said it 3 times. but I just could not fathom how big this really is. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Oh boy. It's barely fitting. So Gavin, Latham's is closer.
Elliot, can you stop the wind? That'd be great.
There is gonna be a loose cable sitting up here for a while, so don't get hit by it. Did you get your roll through?
Yeah.
You can probably send the drill down to Elliot.
Yeah, but I have the drill and
Like you can keep it if you really want to change the bit up here.
yeah, but I have to pull it all the way back up.
Whatever you want.
You just wrap this here, or
I think he's sending the drill down.
I'm trying to.
By the way, the tree, like Gavin mentioned, the tree moved a few inches maybe. That's all we need because we're gonna be putting a cable in and we're gonna be putting stoppers right up against the trunk.
Right.
So it doesn't need to move a lot. And we don't want to be overloading the cable either.
What's the breaking strength of the cable?
Well, significantly higher than the minimum strength break. Oh my gosh. Significantly higher than the minimum breaking strength of the rope. We could try drilling the next holes with a regular drill. I know some people do that. I think there's a regular drill in my truck.
Okay, drill's coming down.
So we're gonna put a hole here, and then we'll do another one in this same trunk, 10 feet down or so.
So is the cable just thicker than it was last time, or?
Well, this is a new cable.
Right.
I don't know. The cable is 5/16 of an inch. So a 3/8 drill bit should clearly be big enough. It's a 16th of an inch bigger, but the wood might expand.
How am I gonna get the other end of the cable?
Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. Yeah, we're gonna hope that it reaches Elliot and he can tie it onto your line. If not, then Elliot's gonna send me your climb line. So I'm gonna attach it to your climb line. Yep, we need the big one. There is a chuck on the drill. Gavin knows it's hard to explain. You stick it in one of the holes and then you spin it, loosen it to get the drill out. Alright. Let's try again. Okay. Sending the drill down. It can go straight back to Benny. Then I'm gonna start on the cable again. Okay. Much better. Okay, cable is in. wire stopped on, marking center wire until later which one it was. Apart from each other all around.
Okay, I'm good to cut this, yeah? Or not cut, drill. No one's pranking me, leave it reverse. It's hard.
Now that 6 of my 7 cables are bent, putting on the other half of the wire stop on the center that I marked earlier. Just shoving that in a little like this. Way. Can't quite see it there. Oh, it's going to get sucked into the bigger piece, and that's gonna, it's just gonna like wedge itself in there. Now I'm basically done. I just threw a little as much as I can by hand, and then that's when we let out. When we let out on the GRCS and it moves a couple inches over to hold this. Now, Elliot, I need your help getting this cable to Benny. I can move a little bit because the next thing I'm gonna do is come down some anyway.
Ah, jeez. That was what I was standing on. Well, it's fine.
I can feed the cable over here. Can you reach that? Okay. Okay, then you could just tie it onto his rope. Do that.
Or, if you send me a throw bag, it would just make my job easier. Yeah, just the one, just a bag. I don't need the whole cube.
I think the next cable is right about here. Maybe. It depends on your truck. I can't tell how thick yours is.
It's big. I can tell better when I... Are you done with that, or are you gonna go back up and...
Should be done.
Cut? Okay.
That's all it is. You can start sending the drill down. I'll need it next.
Do I not just want to do it next?
Well, I think that you're going to be busy installing your hardware.
Okay. Let me...
Elliot, you can send him the pouch. Well, and the cable. I guess the cable first. He wants the cable before anything. And I don't need the drill just yet, but you can tie it on whenever you're ready.
Really just need to get it over this one bridge, right? That's the one. Well, okay. Very good.
We'll talk about that later at Boneheads, won't we?
Ah.
Now, I suppose after this, actually the next thing Benny wants is the angle grinder.
I think it'll go in.
Well, if you can get it in, that's the best way to just keep the cable up there so it's not going to fall.
That should work.
Did the cable get all the way through? Yeah. Probably just have to cut it. Send him the egg grinder. That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Are you definitely drilled all the way through?
Yeah? I don't understand.
How perfectly straight is it? Like,
It's literally it can't be better. You can look at it when you see the video. It's also just sliding in very smoothly until I stop and I can't go anywhere.
is there any chance you drilled a second hole?
Second hole?
Like you drilled your first hole slightly off from the second hole so that they're...
Yeah, I guess. But like I don't know how to fix that.
Can you try sticking the cable in from the other side just to see if it'll go through?
Well, there's certainly something blocking on this side.
It could be like the end of the the drill bit kind of didn't go all the way, I don't know, like left some bark. It sounds like you're hitting wood. Elliot, time my drill on. When I first started doing tree work, my friends really thought that. Like I just like went to a friend's house one time and we were playing some party game and it was something like, it was some variation of Never Have I Ever. You know that game? Some people are saying things that they think, but it's the opposite. They're saying things that they've never done that they think one person has done. So at one stage, somebody said, I have never peed from the top of a tree. And then everyone looked at me, like ready for me to raise my hand. And I was like, guys, we don't, wait, hold on. Do you think that we pee from the top of the trees? And they really all thought that. And it's just not, did the cable go through?
Yeah.
Okay. He'll need the angle grinder too. Do we still have a 3-strand rope out here? I'm gonna cheat and set up a pulley right here so I don't have to pull anything else up and Elliot can pull it up for me. Bet you wish you carried a pulley on your saddle.
Definitely. Why is this bag so heavy? This. And I'm just cutting 6 inches past. That's inches. Oh, goodness. Okay, that's okay. Over 90 degrees. Is that good? I mean, it's pretty far. Hi. There's a bug. Hi. Why are you barking at him? There's some purple. Why is there purple goop in this tree? All the way through. Ah, there it is. Send me the cable now. Oh yeah, all the way through.
Well, our GoPro died, as happens, but it died right after we got the second cable installed, and the rest of the job went exactly as planned, pretty much. We installed one cable up high, one cable about 15 feet below the first cable. So after the GoPro died, we fixed the stopper thing on the second side of the second cable. And then after those were both in, we basically just had Elliot take some tension out of the GRCS. So he, unwraps the GRCS and slowly lets the tension out of it. So that really, really tight rope that we had up high starts going slack and the two branches start doing this very, very slowly. And they moved, 6 inches, but that's all you need, or something like 6 inches to put some tension on those steel cables. When we first let it out, the top cable was tensioned exactly how we wanted it. The lower cable was just a little bit slack still. So we tensioned it back up, just went over the last wire stop that had been installed, took it off, pulled the cable through a little bit harder, basically. I climbed over to Benny's side of the tree, and we both were on that side, so I could like hold the cable through a little bit tighter, and then he reinstalled it. Then we took the tension out of the GRCS again. When you do that, you have this like belly in the steel cable, and as the branches do this, the steel cable goes like this, and it just becomes taut, and it worked perfectly so that we had both steel cables had like perceptibly the same amount of tension on them. Yeah, so the homeowners were happy at the end of the day. They know that this is not a permanent solution, like I said. They know that this is, you know, every tree has to get cut down eventually or fall down eventually, but this will get them a little more time out of it, and it will make it less likely that half of the tree breaks out and lands on their garage. So they're happy with that.
Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Pay us to cut down all your trees.
That's it.